Hi everyone, I am Ketra. Welcome to your reading for Virgo. These readings are more geared towards those sober souls, those on the path to spiritual recovery, and those that are healing from past traumas or addictions or destructive behaviors. So each of your readings, we're going to take a look at your astrological sign and the light and shadow traits of your sign. And we're going to also reference the spiritual recovery steps as we go through the reading. So as we get started, as a reminder, as always, these are collective readings. So these messages may not resonate with you, and if they don't, that's okay. If you feel like they may resonate for someone else, feel free to share my video. And as always, thank you to all my subscribers. And again, thank you to my viewers. I appreciate every single one of you. So let's take a look with the Oracle card. The wilder ones. A lot of talking today. I can't talk anymore. The wilder ones, and let's get a message from Spirit on your Virgo energy. It is deep love, soul connection. I welcome healthy and heartful relationships. And then we're going to also use Oracle of the Unicorns for an additional Oracle message. And I love the illustrations on these cards. They're so peaceful and calm and soothing. And your message is compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. That is beautiful, especially when we consider some of your shadow traits where you're overcritical of yourself. Be compassionate to yourself now and always. And then we're going to take a look at Spirit of the Animal Oracle. We're going to get a message with these cards as well. And we're going to help, it's going to help guide us on our reading today for Virgo. Such a pretty illustration on the deep love soul connection. And that could be with somebody else, or that could really be kind of directing you to remember to have that deep connection with your higher self, with your soul, especially as we move through this summer, through Cancer season right now. That's going to have a lot of emotions with it. So let's look at this. Dear love, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. So there feels like a theme of love and compassion and really connecting with oneself. So we're going to go ahead and use a Rider-Waite deck. Usually say Rider-Waite Smith and it just wants to come out. But this is just a Rider-Waite deck. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do a Celtic Cross to see collectively where the Virgo energy is at for my sober souls out there. All right. All right, let's see the energy. Ooh, 2 of Wands. Okay, so right now, the collective energy is the 2 of Wands. So with our 2 of Wands, it's really a time, I feel, with the 2 of Wands, when this card comes out, we have put a lot of work into ourselves, our past, and right now we're kind of at a place where the world is at our fingertips, especially when we're on that spiritual path to recovery. We start being filled with that ambition and that drive that we sometimes don't have when we're not exactly aligned with the highest and best for ourselves. I was going to say not aligned with our soul, but we're always aligned with our soul. When we're going through our shadows to get to the light, those are all lessons that we need to learn while we're on our spiritual path. And it really does feel like you're at a crossroads right now. There's something coming to you in your immediate future because you're thinking about it, you're pondering it, you're like wondering, okay, do I want to go forward? And remember, when we're on the path of sobriety, going forward is the best option. And when we need help, just ask those around you I'm also in recovery too. So if you ever need any extra guidance, just feel free to message me, leave a comment, send me an email. I do one-on-one readings too. But again, if you're going through sobriety and healing and you just need to talk, just feel free to reach out. So your collective energy right now being the Two of Wands. What is our challenge right now? Page of Wands. And so Page of Wands, again, I do feel like there's something new coming up. There's some sort of new study, a new direction that you're going to go. And you're curious about it. It's like you want a little bit more information about, okay, the direction that I'm going to go. It's going to come down to a choice. And I think the choice is you. Are you being gentle and compassionate with yourself and allowing your intuition to help guide you on this new way, this new idea, this new circumstance that's being presented to you? You're going to have to make a choice. And when we have to make choices now, if we align ourselves with our greater good, our higher selves, the divine, God, whatever you resonate with, it just makes the choices a lot easier. And again, on the path to recovery, we want to incorporate those around us to kind of help us navigate our new way of life. So let's take a look at what could be influencing you right now from your past. Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords. Sorry, you have a lot of wands here. Nine of Swords. So for our Nine of Swords, it does kind of feel like when you get stuck in your head and you've got those repetitive thoughts, this is a card of kind of being in a nightmare, but the person in the bed realizes all they have to do is get up and take action. The wands are basically cards of action. It's that ambition and drive, that purpose that moves you forward. And so all you have to do is take the time you need to get out of your head, that pause that we're taught in recovery. It's an amazing tool. So if this is past things that are influencing you, in the past we get stuck and we don't move forward. We don't make the changes that make our life better. And so that's just kind of like a nod to like your shadow side. Which, let's see, so self-sabotaging traits for the Virgo can come when we try to control things that don't work out or don't feel right. And then that's sometimes how we turn to substances or addictive behaviors or just bad patterns. So this is a kind of like a reminder of bad patterns, bad behaviors that no longer serve you on your new path. So if we look at the next card, is going to be messages from our higher selves, your future self, or the divine, whatever resonates with you. So you have the strength. So the message that is to be received is to remember how strong and courageous you are, especially on this path. You're strong. You have an abundance of gifts, and those gifts are going to help you realize how strong you actually are. So the next one is going to be above your goals and your ideal outcome for your current situation right now, which is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, I mean, you have a lot of wands. So there's a lot of action and a lot of things happening for you right now. So with the Queen of Wands, she tells us that she literally is looking at the sunflower that is looking at the sun. So the sun to me tells me to go towards the light, look towards the light. So look towards the traits in your astrology that are your light side. So astrological tools for healing for Virgo are Virgos leaning into healing, serving others is what you really like to do. So if you take it and put it inward and start really focusing on what you want to do moving forward on this path of sobriety and healing. If you take that drive of the Queen of Wands, that's what's going to serve you best right now. It's that compassion for yourself. It's that love for yourself. It's that I welcome healthy and heart-filled relationships. That's a lot of talking today. So below, so what's in your subconscious right now that you're thinking about that could deviate you from your path? So the Hermit. So right now, again, and with that Nine of Swords, it makes sense that the Hermit comes out, because the Hermit card is when you're really kind of like stuck. But what you need to realize is that you've had so much time to think and heal and develop your new soul purpose, which is one of being divinely loving and kind to yourself. You need to take the light and the things that you've learned and move forward and kind of come down from the mountain and take what I've just heard. Take what you've learned and put it into action. So that's from your subconscious. So after that, we go into advice for the current situation. The Hierophant. So the advice, literally, I mean, it goes so well with the Hermit. It's the Hermit has learned so much. They need to come down and use their light. And the Hierophant is another nod of, yes, you have learned what you need. And now you can take what you've learned and you can teach others. And so maybe that's part of your new journey with that Two of Wands, is realizing that the things that you have learned, the shadow traits that you have gone through, you can learn how you can help others, which is exactly what we do. It's one of the spiritual steps in recovery. It's devotion, it's self-discipline, and it's an offering. It's a service to others. Because again, when we help others, it helps us and it helps them. And it continues the trend of helping each other, which is what we should all be focused on. And so become the Hierophant, become that teacher, because that's what your soul's asking you to do. So next, we're going to look at any external influences that might be surrounding you right now for Virgo. Okay, so Eight of Swords. So that is also a time when we need to realize that the past is in the past. We've learned from it, and now you need to set yourself free. And I think it is very freeing when we teach others, which is literally why I have my YouTube channel, is because I'm trying to reach as many souls as I possibly can that are on their spiritual path to recovery. So what we do is we take what we've learned, all those swords behind her, and we take that blindfold off so that we can see, and we can see the path forward. And that's not staying in that mindset of the Nine of Swords. It's not staying in the mindset of the Eight of Swords. Unbind yourself and go forward and teach. So if we look at your hopes and fears for Virgo coming up, what are our hopes and fears coming up for Virgo? Eight of Pentacles. So it feels like you really, especially with all the wands, you really want to get to work. And Virgos are very organized and thoughtful. They're grounded, they're wise. And that's the energy that you're going to take moving forward through this path. Eight of Pentacles. I love the Eight of Pentacles, especially I'm Taurus. And so when that card comes up, I'm like, yep, that's right. And for Virgo, it's definitely you as well. You're diligent, you're a hard worker, and you know what it takes to stay on the spiritual path. So definitely, maybe I think this is a nod to, if the direction that you're going, you're considering maybe going into the field of teaching or becoming a sponsor or just really being there for others. I think that is a good choice to make for you right now. So if we look at our outcome, it is the Seven of Pentacles. And our Seven of Pentacles, you really take the time that you need to, are you making an appearance again? The Nine of Wands has made an appearance in every single reading that I've done today. And again, and then you have more wands, even the Seven of Wands, and you have the Sun too, just right here at the bottom of the deck, and the Ten of Wands. There is a lot of ambition and drive in this reading right now, Virgo. And that really makes me excited for you, because once you're on that spiritual path, it just seems like it's just one step after another, one step after another, because Virgos can definitely get too, how would we say it, trying to control too much. And then when that gets off balance, Virgos tend to kind of become very uncomfortable. And so I think, especially with the Queen of Wands being here on top of your goals, the focus is really, I really believe it's going to be on teaching the gifts that you've been gifted. And that Seven of Pentacles, I wouldn't think too hard about it. I would listen to your heart. I would listen to how you feel, because there's just so much progression for you in this reading. And I love that for you. I absolutely love that for you. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to get some messages from the Spirit Animal Oracle, because I love them and I love their messages. They're always just like a final little, okay, here's a cute little message for you with these cute little animals. So let's take a look at what you have. Ah, you have Dragonfly Spirit. Truth transcends illusion. Absolutely. Go from your heart. Brown Bear Spirit. Take time out. Absolutely. One of the best things we learn in sobriety is to take that pause. So we're also going to use this oracle deck just for a couple more messages before we end this reading. And this, I feel like it looks really good. I do definitely feel like somebody out there is going to become a teacher. They just need to remember where their confidence lies. Your confidence lies within. Your confidence lies because you're a Virgo and you're organized, and your thought and your logic, the way that you go about things. And you can teach that. Expansion. You are ready to expand and move forward to your next lucky break. Absolutely. And your final message for today, Lone Wolf. Listen to your inner wolf and embrace your sacred wild nature that thirsts for freedom. Absolutely. All right. As always, I really enjoy doing these readings for you guys. I thank you for subscribing. Take care. And until the next video, have a great rest of your day.